Bateniko, Doctor, the voice of man.
Sometimes when I meet people in our different discussions and I ask them, what can you do? This question often baffles them. But the real truth is that it's not the question that baffles them. It is simply because they don't understand themselves. They know very little about themselves. And most importantly, they don't believe they have skills. Yet, there is no one on this planet Earth without skills. In our last session, we spoke about understanding skills. And in today's session, we're going to look at how you can know your skills. Stay tuned in today's session of At the Shrine. Good day, dear people, and welcome to today's session of At the Shrine. In today's session of At the Shrine, we're going to talk about how to know your skills. It is a fact that we all have skills. Yet, it is important for us to know our skills. Last time, I said we all have skills. There are skills that are inborn as there are skills that are learned. Yet, they are all skills. So, as we move about in today's session, we're going to talk about two capital aspects. The first aspect is knowing your skills, and the second is the characteristic of a skillful person, so that at the end of this session, you're going to understand that you are much more worthful than maybe what you think. Stay tuned and watch till the end so that you can get in full to this message. If you are new in our session, I do invite you to subscribe and to like and to keep following us. And for those who have been following us, I say thank you so much for the strength and the encouragement we receive from you. How to know your skills? The first thing is for you to be conscious that you have a skill. The consciousness is the beginning of everything. Knowledge is the beginning of wisdom. When you know that you have skills, when you know that you possess something, that's the first part of it. And this, you don't need arithmetic to teach you. You don't need science. You just need the fact that you are created in the likeness of God. And God cannot create you and tell you to go and multiply without giving you skills that will help you to go and multiply. The second thing that can help you to know that you have skills is your love for service, love to serve. In fact, one of the challenges we are having in our time today is the fact that people no more want to serve. Everybody wants to be served. If you understand that you are called to serve and you love to serve, in the process of serving, you discover a lot of skills. There are some people who don't know what to do because they don't have that passion of serving others. They don't have that passion of doing things. If you are able to understand that I am a servant and so I should always be at the service of others, you will discover a lot of skills in the process. Because when you serve people, sometimes they will appreciate you. Some people, in their appreciation and their encouragement, will make you understand that you know you can do this thing. Imagine someone who loves to cook for people. You may not even understand that cooking is special to you until someone will tell you, do you know that you can run a restaurant? Do you know that you can run a catering business? Then it starts dawning on you that, wow, you can be a good cook. Now, a lot of people, some musicians, They started in choir because they joined choir to serve, to sing in their respective churches. And because of that, they ended up becoming the musicians and we see them today. Another aspect that will make you know how to know that you have a skill is to flee away from indifference. This is something very serious in our society. Indifference, it doesn't concern you. You are in an environment, you may be in your workplace, you see a lot of things that you can do something, but you see it doesn't concern me, it's not my portion, it's not my concern, let me be in my space. You will never discover your skills until you become concerned, until you say, I can do something, until you understand that you have a role to play. Stop being indifferent, even in those things that concern you in your respective homes. Maybe there are things that you are supposed to do and you have not been looking at it because you say, no, it is not me. No, start being concerned. Indifference diminishes you because you are much more worth than that. Another aspect which we should talk about knowing your skill is following your inner self. Do you know that there are some times we find ourselves in situations and your inner self will be telling you that do this, and then you will be telling yourself that no, if I do it, it won't be good. And sometimes you tell yourself it won't be good like Mr. A or Mr. B or Madam A or Madam B. No, follow your inner self. You can do it. And you must, when they talk about doing things, it doesn't mean that you must always do like others. You can do it your own way. And it is in doing it your way that you discover yourself. And I believe that as we are going in this session, you're going to rediscover yourself. Stop being at war with your inner self. Your inner self is telling you to do something. Your inner self is telling you that you can do something. Believe it and do it. Go ahead and do it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't mean that you've failed. It simply means you still have to do it again to succeed. So stop being that kind of person that does not follow his inner self, because no matter what strength you need, it must come from inside. It must come from within. And until it comes from within, you are nobody. Be confident of yourself. To know your skills, you have to be confident. A lot of people don't do things simply because they are afraid. Am I going to do it well? Am I going to do it the right way? Do it. What matters is doing it. And sometimes we put the right way in our head. What makes you feel that if you do it some other way, tomorrow it might not be the right way? That right way you think, it is because someone did it yesterday and succeeded, and everybody feels that that's the right way to do. No, you can do it your own way. So be confident about yourself. Even if everybody feels that you cannot do it, have the heart that I can do it. You have a lot of skills in you, because skills come out because of your attitude. And this attitude I'm giving you will make you discover yourself, will make you rediscover yourself. You cannot discover the skills you have by doing nothing. You cannot discover the skills you have because you sit and pray. You can only discover that you have these skills when you are active. And you cannot act without being confident about yourself. And the last point I will give in this first part is give yourself a try. Give yourself a try. Go ahead. Listen, when you are confident, you go ahead and do it. Believe it. There are some things that you may think that they are too tough. You know, there is one person I enjoy so much, Bob Marley. He said, you can never be strong until being strong is the only option. So give yourself the try. Carry go. You succeed, you succeed. You fail, you fail. It is your success. It is your failure. Not anybody. You don't owe anybody. Give yourself a try. Being confident is good. You must give yourself a try. So in this first part, for you to know your skills, I will do a summary. You need to be conscious that you have skills. You need to love to serve. You need to be indifferent. You need to avoid indifference, I beg your pardon, and be concerned. You need to follow your inner self. I said you have to be confident, and you must give yourself until you give yourself a try. You can. Skills are not meant for theoretical things. Skills are meant for action. People must see your skills. And if you do these things, you're going to rediscover yourself. You're going to see that you are much more worth than what maybe you have been thinking about yourself. Stay tuned as we move to the second part of today's session. Dear people, we come back in today's second session where we're going to talk about the characteristic of a skillful person. Because we believe that if you adopt attitude, it's going to make you more skillful. And the first thing you have to understand as a skillful person, the first characteristics is you have to focus on things to be done. Focus more on things that have to be done. If you have to do cleaning at home, if you have to do cleaning in your office, if you have to do an assignment, focus on that. If you are a focused person, you will be more skillful. And you have to be an organized person. Be organized. Disorganization does not bring result. But if you are an organized person, there is high tendency that you bring result. Because you will know what to do now and what to do after and what to do next. It is very important. The next issue you should do is to set aside distractions. Now, this one, a lot of people don't understand that not setting aside distraction is an aspect of laziness. There are a lot of things that we do that are prime distractions, but we keep doing them. And we don't know that when you do that, it can kill your skill. Do you know that there are some people who are so skillful, but because of laziness, no one knows them. No one sees them. Hard work pays. Your skills can only pay if you incorporate hard work. And you can't incorporate hard work with distractions. So you have to keep away from distractions. You have to be happy with what you do. Be happy with what you do. A lot of the times we are not happy with the things we do. You may be a truck pusher and you're not happy being a truck pusher. You may be a servant and you're not happy being a servant because you think everybody must be up there. Everybody must be a minister. No way. You have to be happy with what you do. If you are working in the company and you are the secretary, you are the finance person, you are the manager, you are the business, be happy with what you do. It is in that happiness that we do a lot of things. So don't be sad. Oh, I would have wished to be a doctor. Yes, you are not a doctor. You are a carpenter now. So be happy being a carpenter. Oh, I would have wished to be a marketing manager. Yes, you are not a marketing manager. Maybe today you are a salesperson. Be happy being a salesperson. Be happy being an entrepreneur. Be happy. I would have loved to have my own company. Yes, but now you don't have your own company. Be happy being that person. Love what you do. And the next issue we'll talk is don't be selfish. You remember at the first part I talked about indifference. A lot of people who are indifferent is because they are selfish. They only think about themselves. No, skills are not meant for you. A lot of people don't understand. Whatever skills you have is meant for people. If you are a good cook, it's not for you to cook for yourself only. You cook for other people. If you are a good salesperson, it's not for you to sell only yourself. You sell for other people. So all these things, they boil around selfishness. Don't be a selfish person and think you're going to grow. You will not. That's why a lot of people don't know their skills. A lot of people don't work because they feel so selfish and they look and say, no, if I do it now, what am I going to gain? It's always them. What do I gain? What do I gain? What do I gain? Oh no, you will not grow. Never stop learning. Don't stop learning as far as you are someone who wants to grow and who wants to be skillful. No matter how skillful you have to keep learning because things changes. Today we have Android phone. Today we have tablet. Today we have computers that do things that yesterday were not possible to do. If you are not learning, you will be left backward. The world is moving forward. It is through learning that you stay on the same lane. If you cannot learn, it's difficult for you to be skillful. You must keep learning, and it is in learning that those things in you will be developed and they will keep making you relevant to the society. Another aspect I will talk about today is don't be afraid of challenges. Maybe in your workplace, they give you an assignment that deep in you think that it is not you are not that level. Take it as a challenge. You don't grow by not being challenged. Set yourself personal challenges. And when you are given a challenge, take it fully. It is in that challenge, it is in that thing that you're going to rediscover yourself. You can only be strong when being strong is the only option you have. So you have to face it. So don't fear. And no, I am not. When will you grow? If you keep taking milk, it is the day you start eating plantain that you move to another level. Challenges will take you from the level you are now to the level that you're supposed to be. And I will conclude this thing by saying, don't look down on yourself. A lot of people are afraid of challenges because they look down on themselves. You know, I was having a choir, and I have this attitude that in my choirs, I always make people to conduct. I can teach, I can train, but when it is Sunday, I will appoint somebody to come and conduct. So there is a young man, I will not mention his name here, but he's a very good choir master now. His name is Solomon, though I will mention his name because he's a very good friend. One day I just told him, today on Sunday, you are the one who is going to conduct. And he was like, me? I said, yes, you. You know, sometimes when you give people responsibility, the first thing they say is, when they say me, is they are saying, how can you see me qualified? And I said, no, you're going to do it. He said, me? I said, yes, you. So when he came on Sunday, and I said, oh yeah, stand in front and do the practice. You are the one conducting. He said, so you were serious? I said, I'm serious. And he took that challenge, and today he's a very good choir master. So sometimes, if you look down on yourself, you're degrading yourself. You are not just degrading yourself, but you're degrading what God has put in you. It is when you allow these things to come out by doing these things that you discover your skills. There are a lot of skills that you possess, and situations can make you discover these skills. But if you are indifferent, if you are selfish, you will never expose yourself. So I hope that in today's session, you are going to be able to rediscover yourself and to adopt attitudes that skillful people have, so that you too can be more skillful. As we continue in this session, permit me to present and to keep presenting you our instant tea, Recaf instant tea made of chicory. Remember, this tea is so special, especially to diabetic patients. If you are a diabetic patient, wherever you are, I ask you to go for Recaf. You just need to place your orders, and we'll get it delivered to wherever you are. So, diabetic patients, Recaf is for you. Go ahead and adopt this product because it contains insulin. And if you are a diabetic patient, then you know what insulin is all about. You need to have more insulin into your system, and this is where you get it. Take the opportunity and place your order now, and I and my team will do our best to get it delivered to you wherever you may be. That is it. So today's session, we believe we have touched you. We'll do our best to keep producing you good content. We thank you for being there, and we advise you to subscribe to our channel and the notification, so that when we do a post, you are notified and you get it right straight on your table. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being part of today's session of At The Shrine. At The Shrine, we do our best not just to feed you with good knowledge, but also good products that can make your life better. Thank you. Bye for now. See you in the next session of At The Shrine.
But Nico, Doctor.